Ayo, it's Bueno here on the Blue Toad Monkey page. Today we will be playing some Hisui Cup. It's basically the Sinnoh Cup, but with a couple, maybe a few extra Pokemon added. So we are running CHERRIM with Bullet Seed, Solar Beam, and Weather Ball. That Bullet Seed builds up energy so quick, we're gonna be spamming those Weather Balls. And Solar Beam, absolute nuke. If you get hit by it, good day. SKUNTANK with a Poison Jab, Flamethrower, and Sludge Bomb. Very nice. And TOXICROAK with Poison Jab, Dynamic Punch, and Mud Bomb. It looks like we're pretty ready for a decent amount of the meta here. I'd probably worry a little bit about Gastrodon here, especially if our CHERRIM can't catch it, but let's see what we run into. Okay, so the first Pokemon we run into is going to be a Drifloom, which our team does not want to see, but let's start spamming off these Weather Balls. Gotta get that health down, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Almost. There he goes with the Icy Wind. Not enough to KO, but we're at another Weather Ball, and he switches to a Togekiss. Hitting a Togekiss for neutral damage, but we're slightly debuffed there. Almost get to another Weather Ball, not quite enough yet, but Togekiss doesn't know about that SKUNTANK. Slapping him with those 7 Poison Jabs, and you're done. Whips out a Drifloom. There's one shield. We definitely got to shield this because we can't afford our TOXICROAK to be walled off by this Drifloom in the back. So we hit him with the Sludge Bomb. Might be a Fireball. I don't know. What's it going to be? What are you going to do, Drifloom? He blocks, and there goes both shields. We're not going to shield here. Hold on to that one shield because we don't know what we have in the back. Let's farm down this Drifloom a little bit. Definitely blocked because we don't know if we have a Gastrodon in the back. And we don't need to get Mud Slapped a couple times. Mud Bomb on a Roserade. Neutral damage. With Poison Jab. Hey man, if we had counter, Roserade would be resisting those. Roserade coming in with the Weather Ball. But it's not enough. This is a very close match. We build enough energy for the Mud Bomb. And Night Drifloom. Even with resisted damage on a flying type, it is over. GG's. That was a very close match, but that's in our past now. We move on to round 2 against Pizza Boy 1502. We lead again with our CHERRIM against the opponent's TOXICROAK. This TOXICROAK's running counter. The TOXICROAK has built up to a Mud Bomb, but we're going to throw this Weather Ball, hoping to get a shield. And we do. The TOXICROAK is now at a Sludge Bomb. Even if it uses a Mud Bomb, it'll leave us really low. So we're going to block. The opponent swaps into a Drapion. We hit this Drapion with the neutral Weather Ball. Swapping immediately into our TOXICROAK, who now is running counter, hitting this Poison and Dark type for neutral damage. Anything this Drapion hits is really not a threat, as we resist the Crunch and the Sludge Bomb, and it was not running Aqua Tail. We throw our Dynamic Punch. We should have went for a Mud Bomb. It would have used less energy and still hit for super effective damage, saving us some energy for the next Pokemon, which is the opponent's TOXICROAK again. We could have thrown a Mud Bomb, but this Dynamic Punch will probably hit for just a little bit more. And it blocks. Either way, our TOXICROAK is out. We still have a 1 shield going into our SKUNTANK. Honchkrow. Now, Honchkrow is super glassy, but you gotta watch out for these moves because this Brave Bird would absolutely demolish us. I was assuming Brave Bird because Dark Pulse would have hit for not very effective damage. But it lowered its own defense. This TOXICROAK coming in with the Mud Bomb. Super effective damage. But SKUNTANK, being the absolute tank it is, eats it and throws a Sludge Bomb, leaving it super weak. 1, 2 more poison jabs, and that's a game. GG. Game 3. CHERRIM in the lead against the opponent's Gastrodon. Now we're hitting for double super effective damage while we are hit with not very effective damage. We throw off a fire weather ball, hitting this Munchlax for neutral damage, and swap into our TOXICROAK, countering down. The opponent throws a super. It's a body slam. We shield. Our Pokemon are looking healthy. We might have been able to farm down there, but we throw a Dynamic Punch to show that Munchlax. Gastrodon back in, hitting with those super effective Mud Slaps. We throw a Mud Bomb for neutral damage. The opponent shields, even on shields. That opponent easily could have taken that, but we're back in with our CHERRIM for that double super effective damage. We would be able to survive anything from this Gastrodon, but we block. We have 2 healthy Pokemon. Farm Gastrodon all the way down, and we're out of the Weather Ball. Up against the Hisuian Electrode. Weak to this Fire Weather Ball with that Grass type. It blocks. We're at another Weather Ball. Hitting for super effective damage, and we swap into our SKUNTANK. That Electrode should have top left when it saw that CHERRIM. GG's though. Game 4. CHERRIM back in the lead against the opponent's TOXICROAK. This is a fairly neutral matchup as long as the TOXICROAK's not running Poison Jab. It appears it's running counter. We build up to a Weather Ball, fire it off for neutral damage. The opponent doesn't block. This TOXICROAK's now built up to a Sludge Bomb, but it could still be a Mud Bomb. And he takes us out with that Sludge Bomb. We go in with our own TOXICROAK. Both opponents now at a Mud Bomb. We fire ours off. I wouldn't block if I was this opponent. The opponent now switching into an Electivire. These counters absolutely chunking away. I don't know what they have in the back, but this Electivire is certainly going to want to block these Mud Bombs. The opponent has built up to 2 Wild Charges, I think. Very dangerous. We eat it. And the opponent swaps into an Abomasnow. Look how much HP we took there. Back in, 2 shields, hitting for super effective damage. Who runs Outrage on an Abomasnow? That guy. This is a very close matchup. We should be able to farm down to Selectivire, but we're going to pull this shield. I don't think this guy has any win condition. What is this lag? We almost lost to lag there. Did you guys see that? And that's a GG. Okay, we are in the 5th battle now. It all comes down to this. The opponent throws in a Riolu. I am not sure what to even say about this. We fire off a Weather Ball. The opponent blocks. They have a dream. They must be building up to something. I'm not sure what it is. Riolu takes a bow, respecting the CHERRIM, and attacks with the Cross Chop. The opponent swaps into a Floatzel, only to be taken down by 3 Bullet Seeds. This battle is so intense. We are at 2 Weather Balls right now. I'm not sure if this opponent's going to be able to beat us if it doesn't use its last shield. Not the Solar Beam. Hitting for 150 damage plus stab. That is just unnecessary, and that's a GG. You know, if I were the opponent, I would have just changed maybe everything, or maybe they were just going for the quick Stardust. Either way, the 4 sets we had in here seemed to go pretty well for our team. CHERRIM in the lead. You know, I'm not going to lie. When I played myself in the Hisui Cup, I didn't run into many CHERRIMs at all, if any, to be honest. But that Weather Ball was certainly a threat to Lucario, neutral threat to many opponents. You know, you got to watch out for Frostlass, but Fire Weather Ball. TOXICROAK is just absolutely ridiculous. We started off our sets with Poison Jab, but swapped to counter. Our SKUNTANK took care of the Poison Jab, poison pressure for us. And overall, this team seemed to be pretty decent. Our team didn't have the ideal movesets. SKUNTANK usually has a crunch instead of a sludge bomb. TOXICROAK usually run sludge bomb instead of the dynamic punch. But overall, I believe the dynamics between the team were beautiful. Thank you for tuning in to the Blue Toad Monkey page. Again, I'm Ayo, it's Bueno, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.